Good morning, everybody. Welcome to art class. In library, Mrs. DeLeo read you a story about a girl who built a sandcastle, and then you took a look at some real castles. So today I'm going to show you how to draw both of them. You could do each castle, or you could just do one. So we're going to start with the sandcastle and just making some basic shapes. It's really easy. These drawings, if you look at them, each part of the castle is the same on each side. This tower has one starfish, one circle window, and two small mussel shells on each side. Same on this tower. In the middle of the castle, there's a scallop shell, a snail on each side. It's got what's called symmetry. You guys might remember that word from art class. I hope you remember that word from art class. But anyway, these drawings are going to have symmetry. It's going to help make our drawings look really cool, look like a real piece of artwork. So let's start with our towers. We're going to draw them just with some simple lines. I'm going to do a vertical line down, and then this castle bumpy line. So it goes across and down, across and up, across and down, across and up, across and down. And then just close up the shape. Here's one. So since it's got symmetry, I'm going to put another one on the other side of the page. Vertical line down, across and down, across and up, across and down, across and up, across and all the way down. There we go. So now we're going to connect these two towers by making our castle part. Just like that. And then we're going to do a curve down the bottom for the doorway. And close it up. Let's add a couple more towers. We're going to put triangles. And then lines down to connect. A triangle, a line down to connect. And we could add some flags in there too. A line. If you make your flag with a wavy line, it looks like it's blowing in the wind. Wave, wave, and maybe one over here. Wave, wave. Now, here we go. We can make this look like water. I think the most fun part about building a sandcastle on the beach is decorating it with different treasures that you can find. So let's pretend that we are walking along the beach and we found a scallop shell. We're going to put it right here. So you're going to make a big wide letter V. Like that. And then a curve on top. Just like that. Two triangle sort of shapes on the side to make it look like a scallop. Down and across, down and across. And then we can add some lines to make it look like a shell. Do lines up. You could do some lines across. And a shell. We can find some snail shells and put one on each side. So to make a snail shell, you just need to make a swirly line. One swirly line and one on this side to give it balance, like that. If you close up the shape, it looks like a snail. We could add some more curves to give it some pattern. Okay, there we have some snail shells. Let's put a window on our towers, just a circle on each side, and decorate our towers. Let's decorate our towers with a sea star on the bottom. Sea stars have 5 legs, just like a star, but they don't have to be perfectly even. So if you do a bump like this, 1, and then 1 out to the side, 2, 1 pointing down, 3, another 1, 4, 5, and a little dot in the middle. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and a little dot in the middle. I think we still need more sea decorations. So let's put some sea glass around the edge to give our door a border. If you just do wiggly shapes and you color it in sea glass colors like aqua and brown and green and blue, it looks like sea glass when you're all done. And put some on the bottom here. And these shapes, we want them to be uneven, organic shapes, because that's how you find sea glass. Is kind of all broken up and uneven. Let's put some over here. And maybe a couple more seashells to decorate. We can put some mussel shells. Those are those blue ones that you find at the beach that look like sort of teardrop shapes. So I'm going to put them above here. One mussel shell, two mussel shells, and you could just do lines, and then when you color them in, they're usually blue. We have a lot of them where we live. You've probably seen them at the beach. So that's our sandcastle. You can give him more details. We can put a little crab friend down here if you want to. An oval, just some lines coming out for legs, and then his claws. Little eyes. A little crabby friend. You can make this look like water. You could put some seagulls in the sky if you want to. Whatever else you can come up with. Now, to give it texture, to make it look like sand, we're going to do some tiny little dots. If you look up close on this one, you can see those little dots that I did. So we're going to add that texture in. Just like this. And you don't have to put it over your whole castle. You might just want to do it around the edges. And then it kind of shades it too. If you just do it around the edge, it makes it look 3D. Like this. All around. And you have a sandcastle. So when you color it in, you can think about what colors you have that would make it look like the texture of sand. Maybe like a peachish color. I tried to do like a tan, sandy color. So color it in, add any more details you want to, and if you have time and you can, take a picture and send it to me. So now we're gonna make our real castle. I'm gonna flip this paper over and we're gonna do the real castle. We're gonna start with the same exact drawing, like this. So here's our other piece of paper. We're gonna make our towers. Maybe you guys remember how to do this. You might not even have to watch me. I'm gonna go down, across, down, across, up, across, down, across, up, across, down, and close the shape. Same thing on this side so that it has balance or symmetry. Down, across, up, across, down, across, up, across, down, and close it up. And then our doorway. Close up the shape. Our towers are just triangles and lines down. Triangle, cross, and lines down. So this one's going to be our real castle. We're going to add some windows, circles, and some small windows across here. Maybe one here, one here. Go like this. If you outline these things, just like that, it makes it look a little bit more interesting, a little bit more three-dimensional. Like that. Do it around my door too. We can add our flags. Remember, if you do your flags wavy instead of a straight triangle shape, it really looks like it's blowing in the wind. Maybe one there. Like that. So now to make it a castle, we really just have to change up the textures. To make this look like a door, we're just going to do some lines down so it looks like wood. Just like that. We can add a little banner going across the top. On mine, I did a little banner and then I wrote my name on it because it's my castle. You can write your name, you can write whatever you want. But if you just do a long sort of curved line and follow it on the bottom, close it down, and then a shape that looks like that, it looks like a real 3D banner. Maybe on this one I'll write Rowayton. You might want to write your name. There, it's Rowayton Castle. So now we're going to add the stone texture, and they're just kind of blobby shapes.
This show is called. I'm not sure.
It looks better if you make your shapes like this, more like organic than perfect rectangles, because it just looks more like a castle. It looks like a better texture. Castles are old, so the stones really aren't perfect. So you just fill up your whole castle with these blobby, roundish rectangle shapes and stagger them so they're not all in a perfect row. Keep going. So just like your sandcastle drawing, you could add whatever details you want to make it look like your own. Maybe you want to put a path down here. Maybe there's flowers growing in the grass. Maybe there's a rainbow in the sky. I don't know what you'll come up with. It's up to you. Like this. So you keep going with your stones. And that's it, really. Add your details. If you want, you can put a king and a queen in the top. I'm going to put a king like this. Here's my king. Here's my queen. She's got beautiful long hair and a dress on. There we go. And your stones. So now all that's left is for you to color in your castle. Think about how you can make your sky look more interesting. Your castle's probably just going to be gray or brown, but the sky is where you can make this drawing look really, really cool. You can do, like I said, and do a rainbow in the sky. Maybe it's a nighttime picture. Maybe it's a sunset picture. Maybe it's a stormy sky picture. Maybe there's a dragon flying in your sky. So that's it. This was our last art video. So I hope you take a picture and send it to me because I love to see what you did. And I hope you have an awesome summer. Bye, everybody. Thanks for coming.